Speaker, I got a message from Jessa. She cites that Pharmacare deductibles prevent actual coverage for, she says, my 9-year-old type 1 daughter for most years. If we're lucky, we'll hit our deductible by November. Over the last 7 years since her diagnosis, we've easily spent $60,000 out of pocket for her diabetic supplies and insulin, even with the help from Fair Pharmacare. Pretending things are already covered is atrocious and shows a lack of care and understanding on the Conservatives' part. So, Mr. Speaker, what we're hearing from Conservatives, they're more worried about the private insurance companies. Maybe my colleague can maybe she can respond to Jessie and explain to Jessie how she's supposed to deal with her 9-year-old daughter and continue to make sure that Jessie gets access to insulin.
Fort McMurray Cold Lake.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I appreciate the question from my honourable colleague. Here's the interesting part about this Pharmacare scheme that was put forward by this government. It's not actually a plan. It's the promise to eventually, possibly, maybe explore a plan. And if this government, the NDP Liberal government, really were interested in delivering for Canadians, they would have worked with provinces and territories to expand their plans, to go after the 3% of Canadians that didn't currently have a plan or the plans were not sufficient for them, and they would have been able to have Pharmacare already delivered to Canadians from coast to coast to coast. But that wasn't what they wanted. They wanted photo ops, they wanted announcements, they wanted promises, but they didn't actually want to deliver for Canadians. And this is this tragic trend that we see after 9 years of this government that is not worth the cost. Because it's all about the announcements, it's not about the delivery. And so, like I've said in my speech on Pharmacare, if they actually wanted Pharmacare, they would have worked with provinces and territories to develop their plans out so that Canadians could have benefited already. Thanks, Mr. Speaker.